Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. This is Amina, your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius. These readings are marked for Aquarius, but they're for the collective. Everybody has Aquarius in their chart. These readings are basically a type of guidance to lead you along your path, or the objective is not to put out any negative energy of any kind, but positive energy moving forward. So it's basically guidance is the best way to put it. I also talk about the planets and things like that. But the main thing about this channel is it's about healing, recovering from a very trauma-based system. And that includes healing myself, helping you all heal, and in turn healing the planet and everybody on it all at once. And how do we do that? How do we heal the planet? That right there. 528 hertz. See, it says DNA repair on it. That's one of the many things that this miracle key can do. It's the key of me. It reduces cortisol and chronogranin A and increases oxytocin and testosterone. It's a miracle key, quite literally. So, with patience long enough and with enough faith, there's 144,000 that are going to be singing this frequency, 528 hertz. Those of you that get what I'm laying down will totally understand. This is the number 6 of the 369 of Tesla. This one's number 6. Anyway, it is about frequency. This channel, it's about healing. It's about the future in the Age of Aquarius. Anyway, so as I said, this energy will affect all of the collective in one way or another, whether it's directly or indirectly. And you all have all 12 of those zodiac signs in your birth charts, so that energy pertains. You can watch all 12 zodiac readings that the other readers do, and something in each of those readings will pertain to you. Depends on what house the planets are in and affecting you. Okay? You are all connected to each other via the water and the air. Okay? So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's get some of this 528 hertz in so that you guys can relax and really just flush away everything. Be right here, right now. Nothing else matters. Okay? Here we go. 528 hertz. Remember, nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale any toxic or negative energy out through your mouth. Nice and slow. Relax those muscles. Here we go. Okay, again. Let it all go. Nothing else matters but right here, right now. One more time. water to heal. Okay, just normal breathing through your nose. Normal nasal breathing. Yes. Just relax. Take in the info I'm getting ready to dish out for you. Okay. We're going to talk about the astrology for a minute. So we're looking at the moon right now. If you haven't noticed, my readings tend to come out during the moon cycles as they're going through each of the sun signs. There's a reason for that. It's all about that moon and as it moves through each sign. Right now, tropically, it's in Scorpio. Vedically, it's in Libra. So remember that as the moon's shifting through those signs, Libras and Scorpios, particularly the sun signs, or heavy placements in your charts of those two, would be feeling nostalgic or melancholy, maybe, possibly. Okay. That's natural when the moon's moving through. Remember, the moon affects the waters. You are made of mostly water. And that energy pulls on you. Not only that, but we have, interestingly, the South Node. That's your past. Right there, smack dab between Scorpio and Libra, Vedically, or tropically, sorry. And the way that the planets are lined up, everything's pointing at the moon right now. And it's in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water energy, and so is the moon. And we have this beautiful kite happening on the astrology wheel, and it's pointing at the moon. And it's also in reference to Saturn over in Pisces. This is tropically, keep in mind. Vedically, it's in Aquarius still. The timekeeper, Kronos. And that also includes the expansive energy of Jupiter and our North Node, which is our future, where we're headed. Okay? And then it also includes Mercury, who's moved out of Gemini into Cancer, who is coming into grand conjunction with the Sun, Leo's ruler. Then we have the interesting little party that happened over in Leo with Black Moon Lilith and our divine masculine and feminine energy with Black Moon Lilith and Saturn. It feels like a test, a trial by fire has happened. And on the macrocosm, we know that's true because look at the fires in Canada, etc. Trials by fire. For a long time, our fire energy was squashed, but right now it's on the move. And it's because Black Moon Lilith over there, agitating everything. Over in Leo, okay? Not only that, but we have the wounded warrior, Chiron, over in Aries. Okay? The only balanced fire energy we have is Sagittarius, which thank goodness for that, because that's the happy-go-lucky, free-loving spirit of Sagittarius. Amazing energy. It's a good thing we have that right now. Because I know Aries are going through it. I know that the Leos are going through it. All of you guys are. Because you all have these placements. You all have these in your chart. So I know everybody's going through a hard time right now. The trial by fire. That's Saturn doing his thing, testing us all to see if we have what it takes and can remain balanced. Think about the Kabbalistic tree. You have service to self, service to others. People pick those different two paths. I suggest that you don't. Don't pick either of those two paths. You shoot straight up the center of that tree. Half giving, half taking, in balance, in equilibrium. okay? A delicate, tight wire dance. You guys are amazing souls that are perfectly capable of walking that tight wire, walking that fence line with grace and in Dharma, not creating any new karma for yourselves. So if you have somebody that is out creating karma for themselves and they're trying to drag you into their karma, no thank you, please. Thank you, but no thank you. Delicately. Don't create karma by putting up the brakes on people, okay? Okay, what else have we got going on? And you have to remember these nodes from the future and the past. They're sitting on that line between Scorpio and Libra, Aries and Taurus, right at 0 degrees, with a complete square to Pluto, who is retrograde going and into Capricorn, was in Aquarius, backed into Capricorn. That little dance is going to happen a couple of times before it stays in Aquarius in 2024, okay? So expect some, it'll come back into Aquarius, okay? That little dance is going to happen. And right now we're just kind of backtracking to make sure that we've learned what we needed to learn and it's time to move on with a new chapter. And a lot of you are making plans for the future. The end of this year's, when those plans will actually start to progress, or for some of you, it'll be January, February, March. Particularly February, March, because it's almost like a huge sigh of relief happens during February and March. So keep that in mind. So it's kind of like the end of the trial happens, basically, finally, after being drug out forever and ever and ever. And you guys know what I'm talking about. There's some circumstance or situation, or many maybe for some of you, that have just drug on and drug on forever, and you're just kind of starting to get over it, right? And you should be, because what you need to focus is on, you want to plan for your futures. That's great. But also you want to make sure you're happy right here in the right now. Okay? And not feeling lack mentality. Not, you know, because like the last reading was saying, are you saying, oh, I'll be happy when I lose that weight, or I'll be happy when I make this move, or I'll be happy? Why can't you just be happy right now? There's nothing stopping you but you. Self-sabotage. That's a big thing going on right now. A lot of that. Anyway, so that's the astrology. The moon being in Scorpio, tropically, Libra, Vedically, that is looking Libra-wise, is rules the part of the body, the kidneys, the ureter, the urinary, bladder, veins, and skin. Okay? And then with Scorpio, it's genitals, anus, urethra, and prostate. So you or your animals or your kids could be experiencing, or somebody around you or yourself experiencing issues in those areas. It'll come and go with the moon. Okay. So it's not going to last forever. So hang in there. Hopefully nothing serious. We are in waxing moon energy right now, so it's not a great time for doing any procedures or dental work. You're not going to get a go sign for that until July. And we're teetering right on July here. It'll move out of Scorpio and into Sag tropically on the 30th at the end of the month here. And so then it'll be Vedically in Scorpio, tropically in Sag. Okay. And then we leave Libra energy behind. And as far as procedures and things of that nature, you can plan those July, I believe, 4th. Waiting for the webpage to catch up through, I think it's the 17th. Yes. the waning moon. It starts on July 4th, and you're good to go till the 16th. Okay. We have a full moon coming up in Capricorn tropically, Sagittarius Vedically on the 3rd. So the day before Independence Day. Well, the supposed Independence Day. I digress. But anyway. Okay. And then we have the new moon in Cancer tropically on the 17th. Okay. Remember, those full moons and new moons, unless it's a dire emergency, don't get anything done on those days. Okay. Because that moon affects your body, the waters. Okay. And it's not a great, yeah. You'll have a very difficult time. It's bad enough under waxing, but the new moon and full moon, particularly, big no-no, okay? If you can avoid it, unless it's a dire emergency, okay? All right, let's get into the Sabian energy, Sabian mysteries, symbols. That energy I'm getting is, it's like people trying to create the energy I'm getting is people trying to come together, creating something. And it goes from just a couple of them frolicking and playing with each other to a whole group, a whole parade, manifesting something really grand. For me and my mission, it's manifesting 144,000 healed souls that are a particular, you guys know if your mission when you came here has anything to do with that, and whether you're one of us. And you're supposed to be singing this new song before the throne, which is before the heavens, is what that means. Before the sky, the air. Because we got to get that energy into the air and into the water. Okay? You can do that via the Marian method. It's in the playlist on my channel here. And you can acquire that 528 tuning fork, 528 hertz, from Sacred Waves. Link is in the description, and it helps benefit this channel. Okay? And my work helping you heal and helping the planet heal. It's a big project. It's a big mission, and I'm very humble that I get to do that mission. That's a big deal to me and to all of you. And those who join me, and that is their mission as well, 144,000 of you, know exactly what I'm talking about. And they talk about singing that new song before the four beasts, which are the four corners, north, south, east, west. And that they'll come from different languages and different ethnic groups. That's because you're scattered all over the planet. There was a reason for that. And yeah, it's kind of lonely because you're all scattered apart from each other. 144,000 of you. That's a lonely thing because you can't be together, because you had to be spaced out across the entire planet for this to work. Okay? The mission. Healing the planet and everybody on it. Anyway, back to the reading. And back to the Sabian mysteries. For me, that's what this means. Okay? For others of you, it's a whole different project. Okay? You all, many of you, have this pull, this desire to help the planet. And many of you are here to facilitate that in different ways. Okay? So you may have, like my particular mission had it was a multi-pronged mission. I had multiple things I had to achieve. And this is the big grand finale, so to speak, is getting that many people singing at 528 hertz all over the world. Okay? So, okay, we're going to heal this planet one way or another via harmonic osmosis. frequency, right? Everything here is made of light and sound. And if you paid attention to what Tesla was saying, and among others that have done research in that field, then you guys all know what I'm laying down. It's really brilliant. And we're basically reprogramming the holodeck, the matrix, this realm that we live in. Okay. Okay. So this new parade and new energies coming in, which is awesome. That's fantastic. So keep up the good work. You guys are doing amazing. Now let's get to the actual reading of the cards here. Okay. It's funny because they decided, and let me ask you guys a question. Is anybody else getting 555? Like ridiculously 555? I even got it. I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They keep giving me 555 all the time, which is about change. 5 is a big change. Okay. Big change coming. And they were giving it to me all the time. And I told my husband about it. And we went in the car to go to the store. And we stopped at a stoplight. And the car in front of us, their plate was 555. And then there were 4 letters or 3 letters behind that. One of them was a D and a Y. Always ask why. Never stop asking why. That's what me and my Sagittarius Aquarius self never stopped asking why. You know how little kids ask why all the time? It's amazing. And it can be dizzying for the adults because they ask so much. But yeah, never stop asking why. Anyway, and so this license plate has 555, and I said, see? And he goes, oh yeah, that's interesting. And then later we got in the car to go eat, and it was 555 again. I got 555 again. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. They're definitely laying down some hints. Anyway, if any of you were experiencing that, getting those repeating numbers, of course, this channel is all about the 1111 gateway. That is the portal energy, the gateway to the age of Aquarius, right? And making Ascension, that Ascension gateway. And I know precisely how we're supposed to do it, using frequency and the numbers. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to know if any of you guys are having that happen. Just let me know. Also, based on the astrology, some of you guys found out something you did not know about the past recently. Some little tidbit, some little weird secret. Say you didn't know that your great-grandmother, you thought she was only married twice, but it turns out she was married 3 times. Or just weird little things that you did not know that you're finding out. And that's for all of you. Many of you will have discovered in the last few days, or will in the next few, that there was something you did not know about. Something new about somebody from your past. Okay? So learning. All right, our cards. That was crazy the way they came out. These 3 oracles here came out together. On my foot. Right at my feet. I'm like, okay, interesting. And we have 21, 8, and 22. And then, of course, we had the High Priestess. Yeah, the way those come out was interesting. And then I went to clarify, because I always clarify, and I use those clarifying cards as the bookmarks for the pages from this oracle book. Okay? And for the tarot cards book. Okay? Because this deck is something very unusual, this deck I'm working with, this tarot deck particularly. Anyway, yeah. Those came out in a stack of 3 as well, just like the oracle cards did. Yeah. And then, so I took those to mark the oracle card pages, and then I took an additional card for the High Priestess. And it took a while for that one to come out. But it was like I already knew, and it's kind of like the High Priestess, she knows. She already knows. And it was about a big decision, okay? A lot of you are making huge decisions right now. Life-changing, life-altering decisions, okay? You'll know deep inside of yourself the right thing to do, okay? And the right thing to do is what's right for you personally, okay? Regardless of any outside influences, all right? So keep that in mind. Let's get to these oracle cards. Card 21, Field of Dreams. And this is one of those 3 cards that popped out. The Page of Wands. That is a strategist, a game player, okay? Fiery energy. That's making plans, basically. All right? Strategizing. Anyway, the Field of Dreams. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. And here's the field. Look at her. She's got the field around her. Okay? All around her. See the, looks like energy, almost like Starlink satellites, etc. Okay? Energy. All right? And tapping that energy. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. Like I said, being happy where you're at right here, right now, really matters, regardless of what your future plans are that you know are going to make you really happy too. Okay? You need to be happy right here, right now, regardless of your situation. You need to be in gratitude because there's always something. You open up, your frequency opens up when you go into joy, which is being in utter gratitude for your here and now. Okay? Regardless of how bad your situation is. That's not an easy thing to do. It's easy to get all butthurt about your circumstances and lose track and lose sight of what you could be grateful about. That's easy to do. I do it too. You know, I'm not perfect. Nope. None of us are. So this is me here to remind you, stay in the here and now. Remember the gratitude. Pray over your food. Think about the things you're grateful for. Use your 528 hertz fork over your food. Program your water that you're drinking with 528 hertz with that tuning fork. You'll be amazed. And it does take time, that DNA damage and things, that's going to help correct. It does take time, but you have to be willing to put in that effort because miracles do happen. And that is the miracle key. Okay? All right. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful. For your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life. Experience the extraordinary. And it's interesting because we do have the Page of Wands. And on the main deck, on the main tarot deck, we had the Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. That's taking action, taking that creation energy, that idea. Okay? And those are on the bottom of the big main deck. All right. And then we got card 8. Come together. And we have the 9 of Pentacles for independence. Okay? So a strategy to free yourself from your current circumstances. Okay? Don't forget to be happy and in the here and now and grateful and enjoy so that you are in receiving mode. Okay? But you continue to make your plans for the future to free yourself. This is a strategy. Okay? Anyway, come together. Love needs to be shared. Love frequency, 528 hertz. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the come together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression: romantic, familial, unconditional, and spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, and or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. And I did get that energy as somebody's going to be calling up. Okay? Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnerships. And for those that need to hear it, the reversed. When the come together card appears reversed, it is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you? Or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well, to the point that now you are so also depleted. So in other words, you're being service to others and not yourself. Okay? You're not in balance. Know this: true love will not be denied you. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas and fight the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. True love will always find its reflection in another. Okay? And then we have intention. And the card for that was the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card. But when you put these three together, it's a strategy to free yourself from whatever is ailing you or what's breaking your heart. Now, that could quite literally be negative frequencies, either people, places, or things. Something negative happening to you. And you are planning your escape, basically, your getaway. Okay? Many of you are planning that. Some of you are in horrible, horrible, narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic relationships. That is ego run amok. That is service to self energy. And you're trapped in it. And you're plotting your exit. Okay? Try to remember to be happy in your here and now, regardless. Okay? Because that'll shift you into receiving mode so that this plan of action can happen. All right? Okay. Your intent. Your intent matters. And that's where this is. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others, you co-create reality. Okay? Others will help you co-create that. All right? So somebody's going to help you come up with this plan. Okay? Of freeing yourself. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. This field that's all around you. See? This field all around. Okay? Then allow for synchronicity to work its magic, like those 555s I was getting. You can't make that crap up if you try. And you get those repeating numbers. Sometimes you'll get 1111 constantly. And I get the 11s all the time. They're always giving me 711, 911, 111, 1111, all of them. 411. That means info's coming in. Right? Okay. Anyway, I digress. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. Go all Aquarius style, okay? Clarity and detachment. That's Aquarius. You can definitely Queen of Swords stuff, okay? For those that need to hear it, the reversed. Are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and or ambitions? This is a time to step back and gain perspective and clarity about your direction. Check your motives and ask if they are sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost? Good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is the time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. Now that's for some of you, okay? All right, and then we have High Priestess. She knows. The energy's all around her. She's trapped in it between two towers, okay? She knows it. She reads it. She feels it, okay? So some sort of negative energy she feels in the air, and she's plotting and planning her strategy to exit, all the while remaining balanced. Okay. So the High Priestess card was clarified by another major arcana, the Lovers. There's the partnership. Okay. Partnership and some major decision on top of it. Okay. All right. So somebody helping you plot and plan. The High Priestess is the maiden goddess in the cycles of the moon, the first aspect phase of the triple goddess. She has a silent, mysterious power that can look into one's soul. The priestess has deep wisdom and intuition. She contains all knowledge, but at a level that can only be expressed in symbols. It is often referred to as the psychic card. She is the feminine principle that balances the masculine principle of the magician. The High Priestess number is 2, symbolizing balance and choices. The High Priestess can pass back and forth through the veil behind her, represented by the spider's web. The veil is the passage between the conscious and the unconscious realms. Also, something else that is coming up for me over and over again is spiders and spider webs. Okay. That's coming up a lot. If you're having that too, please let me know in the comments. All right. The High Priestess guards it well. The High Priestess helps us clarify our purpose and our potentials. As you peel back the layers of your personal veil, you move deeper into your inner self, discovering your connection to the realm of spirit and soul memory. The High Priestess watches over the hidden knowledge, dreams, and what is beyond the seemingly obvious. She is the portal or channel for universal mysteries that lay hidden behind the veil. The High Priestess is the link between the seen and the unseen. She balances the polarities of the masculine, feminine, and the light and the dark, spirit and matter, tapping into intuition and inherent knowledge. The High Priestess keeps these dualities in balance, understanding the continuous cycling and rebalancing of life's forces and experiences. One of the priestess's virtues is patience. Okay. And I do know that that Sagittarius, the angel card in some decks, also known as the Temperance card, it's about divine timing. That is a timing card. Okay. Mixing the cups of hope and faith. She does not push. She waits in the stillness of silence, listening for the whisper of the divine. With the High Priestess, you realize all answers lie within you. She says, take time to meditate. Dive deep into the stillness of your soul self and listen. The High Priestess holds the key, the star, to the Akashic records, universal knowledge. She has the gift of not knowing how to channel into the collective memory of the past, present, and future that guide you to resolve blocks that disturb your inner peace and balance. The star she holds contains the universal secrets, answers, and mysteries that are available to you through prayer, meditation, dreams, and communion with nature and the higher self. Her message is to trust your inner self and intuition. The High Priestess brings harmony and balance to situations that have been out of sync. Okay? So this is trying to rebalance you again. Okay? She represents the beginning of the creative cycle. She brings time for self-reflection and integrating opposing aspects of the self. The priestess signals a time of going within, experiencing your dark, mysterious self, balancing that experience with your conscious self. Understanding and honoring both realms can unveil the portal to the inner oasis of your soul. The symbolism of the High Priestess. The waxing moon, which we are in currently, above the dark pillar, the first aspect of the moon's continuous cycle, on her right represents the time for planting seeds, intentions, and ideas. The full moon above the High Priestess represents illumination, harvest, and fullness of life, the opened flower. The waning crescent moon to her left represents death moving into rebirth, bringing lessons, awakening, and healing from the process of passing through all the phases of the cycling moon. The two pillars symbolize the dualities of the physical, spiritual life, masculine, feminine self, and negative, positive energies. The black pillar symbolizes understanding the pillar of severity. The white pillar represents wisdom, the pillar of mercy. The High Priestess represents the center pillar of mildness. The spider's web represents the veil between the conscious and subconscious. It symbolizes creativity and all the possibilities in life, but also it is there to make us aware that we can get trapped in the veil if we pass through it without proper knowledge and preparedness. The High Priestess holds a star in her hand, symbolizing her ability to access Akashic records, which is universal knowledge. The star in her crown symbolizes the sixth chakra. The third eye is associated with the High Priestess, symbolizing great insight. Her dress is made up of a pattern of crosses, descent of spirit into matter and matter into spirit, the balance of male and female energies, and the balance of the four directions of spirit, emotions, mind, and body, and spirals, spiral of life, and the universe and its creative forces. Her dress flows into the pool of subconscious that reflects one back to the self. The pool The blue color in the pool, the blue color and the stars represent the deep knowledge and creativity that is constant in the universe. The planet associated with the priestess is the moon, intuition, cycles, and mystery, as well as the third eye insight, and which is the sixth chakra. Now it's interesting because webs, spider webs, are a repeating thing, and I think they're directing us because they're talking about energy. I think they're directing us and our attention. It's funny because I mentioned Starlink satellite. They're directing our attention to the web itself. And I wondered energetically if those Starlink satellites aren't a locking down of a trap of some sort, if you get my drift. Energy is energy, so keep that in mind. Because we already do have a grid, more than one. There's holes in the grid, though. Anyway, all right, I digress. I'm just thinking aloud. Anyway, so you have major choices that you're going to be making. You're going to go deep inside yourself. And you need to make the right choice for you. Okay? And you need to make this plan. You're going to have help from others to make it out of whatever's causing your discomfort. Whatever kind of discomfort that is. That could be health, mental heartbreak, because that is the sword's mental sphere. But it could be quite a literal heartbreak, like your heart having a problem. Or it could be a breakup that you're finding your way out of it, out of a relationship with someone. And some of you, it's just, like I said, this negative energy that's surrounding you is people, places, or things. Okay? So that could quite literally be cell signals, your cell phone around you too much. Don't keep those close to your body. Part of my channel is teaching you how to raise your frequency. And if you have those negative frequencies near you, you're going to be fighting a very difficult uphill battle, because the 528 hertz that will be helping heal you is going to be fought against by negative energies from the outside, including people, places, things, including, radiation energy from EMF and RF, microwave energy, things like that. You're going to have to be very careful to protect yourselves from all that. Okay? Not that you can't be around it some, but you need to negate that energy as much as possible. Okay? Any negative energy, people, places, things. Okay? Anyway, wow. What a reading. Very positive energy. Remember, in the here and now, find your joy. Find something that you're grateful for and that brings a smile to your face. Okay? And continue your plans for the future. All right? But remember, we're living in the here and now too. Okay? So solidly ground yourself. Here we go. Little 528 heading out. And remember, links are in the description below to get your 528 hertz tuning fork from Sacred Waves. GQ Electronics, I partnered with them. If you want to get EMF meters or radon detectors, air quality sensing equipment, things like that, anything that will other negative frequencies that can bombard you that you need to be aware of. They have instruments that can help you with that. And link in the description also for Dragonfly Barcelona for their amazing zodiac sign trinkets, which are watches and charms and bracelets and things. And then information for a personal private reading is in the description as well. Anyway, a little 528 hertz to go out of the reading with. Here we go. You ready? nice deep breath. Just relax. Just remember, we all have this. Remember, you can be happy right here, right now. Okay? Have a great one. Talk to you guys soon.